So, picture this. Romero's sitting there, looking at the Democratic primaries, and she's like, did my vote just get lost in a game of hide and seek? She's raising some serious eyebrows over how millions of votes, including her own, were tossed aside like last semester's pizza box. And honestly, this whole situation feels a bit like it's straight out of a banana republic, where you expect to see a monkey in a suit running for office. It's enough to make anyone disillusioned with party politics, like discovering that all those late-night pizza parties didn't actually help you study. And speaking of political shifts, Romero is no stranger to the hot topics that keep folks up at night, like rising crime rates, open borders, and an endless number of military engagements that seem to pop up like annoying pop-up ads. She's convinced that these policies are undermining our good old-fashioned values of citizenship. I mean, if citizenship were a Tinder date, it'd be swiping left on some of these decisions like it just saw a profile picture of a cat wearing sunglasses. Now, let's talk education, shall we? Romero doesn't hold back on critiquing Kamala Harris's performance regarding California's school system, especially when it comes to African American and Latino students. She's waving around statistics that are scarier than that one roommate who never does the dishes. Seriously, folks, we're talking about some alarming reading and math proficiency rates that suggest there's a much bigger issue lurking under the surface, like that mystery smell in your fridge. In California, the Varela case tried to shake things up by pushing for reforms that would make it easier to fire ineffective teachers. It was like a makeover for the education system. Out with the old, in with the new. The idea was to step up the game, ensuring that kids would have a fighting chance at a decent education. It's kind of like getting rid of that one group project member who just shows up to eat your snacks and offers absolutely nothing in return. But hold on to your textbooks. Harris didn't just sit back and let this happen. She took to the courts to block these reforms faster than a student dodging a pop quiz. Her focus on union interests rather than actually improving education left parents scratching their heads and wondering if they signed up for an education system or a never-ending episode of Survivor, Classroom Edition. And let's not forget the grand finale. Education is not just a nice-to-have, it's the bread and butter of a vibrant economy, especially for those families living in swing states. A strong education system is like the foundation for economic stability and growth. Without it, we might as well be trying to build a house on a bed of marshmallows. Spoiler alert, it's not going to end well.